The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that one quickly went. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And out across midfield down to the 45. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Burrow. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 85 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they go play action now. Burrow steps away. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A couple extra tight ends are in. Third and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now they'll elect to go for two and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. They'll throw now on the final play toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 20.